Hi, I'm Sharon.
I'm Mark.
Welcome back to Ponderosa Garden Adventures.
Thanks for joining us today. It's mid-February here in Zone 10A. So we took advantage of yesterday being Valentine's Day, and we went out to several garden centers and stocked up on some things. So we're going to show you
It's kind of our little haul.
what our haul was yesterday, and we try to do things as economically as possible. So we're going to start with the 99-cent store, and Sharon, why don't you tell us what you got there?
Great. All right. I got just a few things. There's always something there. I always check the gardening section starting in January because they put it out early and it sells out quick. I got just a few things. I got some fairy lights. I plan to do a fairy garden with my granddaughter this year. I got some of these baskets, and what I plan to use them for is actually over my lettuce. We have issues with bunnies, and we're working on a project. We both have a project. We're going to take different approaches and see how that goes, but I thought these would help in the interim. I also picked up some seeds. It's not where I get most of my seeds, but I got some serrano peppers, some Paris Island romaine, some blue dwarf kale. I'm going to do a hedge again with it. I've done that before. It worked really well. And then some thyme. So we'll have a video coming up on our full seed selection and our plans for 2024. But those are just a few I got at the 99-cent store. The last thing I got, and I thought this was really great. So we all use bamboo sticks, I would imagine. These are really nice and sturdy ones. They're thicker, 99 cents for 6. And I plan to use these to make a hoop over my Provence garden and see if I can't keep those darn bunnies out. Mark, I know you were going to take a different approach. Why don't you show us what you got?
Right. So, as Sharon was saying, we're trying to keep this bunny out. It's a very large bunny. It's gotten quite large, eating the crops in our vegetable garden.
Most of our broccoli.
Sharon's going to do a dome over her garden in Provence, and in Corfu, what I'm planning to do is just put a fence around it, leave the top open. So, instead of the bamboo, I got just fence pickets. These are 5 pieces for $2, so 40 cents each. And this is why we go to the discount store first, because these kind of things are a lot less expensive there than they would be at a garden supply. You'd pay 2-3 times more for these kind of little things. So I'm going to put a picket fence. I'm going to put these in the ground all the way around Corfu. And then I'm going to put up a netting. So another really good find here at the 99-cent store. For 99 cents, a package of garden netting. I'll just open this one right now so you can see what it is. It's kind of a bird cloth. They just call it garden netting in general. And I don't know, you probably can't. Oh yeah, you can see. It's just a very loose, and so it lets light through, but birds and animals, so it's very effective at keeping them out. We can use it for our fruit trees and everything. So we stock up on this thing again, 99 cents for this, where this would probably be $5 to $10 at a
Right, and it's large. It's 32 feet of. I mean, you get a lot for the money.
yeah 10 meters. Wow. All right, so and then I'm going to attach it with these clips. Now this is our favorite thing, or this is my favorite thing.
It is.
They're 99 cents, and you get these garden clips, and we use these all the time. So I probably should have bought 2. We usually go through about 2 of these packages. They come in 2 sizes, and they're these little green clips, and you can just clip these to clip
Hold the netting in place.
or you can use it to hold vines and tomatoes and
Tomatoes,
stuff.
table supports.
We just end up using a ton of these, and it's 99 cents. They're really cheap. And the weird thing is they're hard to find anywhere else. It's not even that they're inexpensive, but they're kind of hard to find anywhere else.
And they last a couple of seasons. So.
And then I think I did this with, I think it was, I hadn't seen this yet though. Oh, it's 2
I have some. That's actually what I bought to put on my supports. So
this is also a gardening cloth that lets light through, but is completely opaque.
They call it plant cover.
Yeah, plant cover. So it was inexpensive. It was $1.59, so I couldn't pass it up. The last thing I got was, oh, here's another thing. This is a full-blown fence. I thought I might try this. I just got one. If it works, I might go back and get more of them. I've never tried this one. It's a folding fence. So this was
It's expandable.
$2.90. This is a little more expensive. It was $3. The idea is it's going to just, the bunny's going to get through those.
Yeah, it would
Yeah, the
have
bunny's
to
going
be.
to get through this. So this would make a nice gate or
It
something.
would have to be like this if you put it like this. it
Yeah,
would
but
work,
and I need a
but-
bunch of them.
Yeah.
And these are expensive. These are $3. But this will
It
be
might-
good for like a dog gate or something.
Or it might work over the top. If you wanted something to
Oh.
put over the top, is what I would think.
And then we can put a netting on this.
Yeah.
This will come in handy. It will get used. Next thing, guys, a pop-up. We had some really good garden pop-ups, but they don't last forever.
The Fiskars.
The
I love
Fiskars,
it.
Yeah, but they the handles come off and then they just kind of eventually rip.
Because we use
So,
it to death.
I
but-
got two. This one's from the 99-cent store. We can compare this with the one I got at Armstrong. I'm gonna open it right now to see how it looks.
I got one too because for me, I love the pop-up Fiskars, but if I'm just pulling some weeds or if I'm trimming some small plants, for example, on the patio when I'm just doing those few plants there, I want something smaller. I don't need that big,
All right, here
30
goes.
gallon size.
Now this, this is perfect. Look,
Yeah.
it's a little one.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be great for just doing like around Corfu and stuff, where I'm just doing a little bit of weeding and stuff, not major thing. All right, well that's my haul for the 99-cent store, and I spent about $20 there on the gardening merchandise. Our next stop was one of our favorite, Armstrong Garden Center.
Okay, and I just got a few things there. I was on a quest for new gardening gloves. I had left some gardening gloves out, which I'm known to do, and I went to do some planting the other day, and I had not one dry pair of gardening gloves, so what a good excuse to go get another pair. And so I found these gloves. We're not sponsored. They're Mud brand. I haven't tried them, but I loved the purple. And then I found a cool new tool for me, new for me anyway. It's a Corona, and it's a weeder, but it has such an awesome shape. You can see, I'm trying to get it so we can see that shape there. And I think it's just going to be really great for weeding. We've got, right now is the perfect time. The ground is still moist from the last heavy rains that we had, and there's some really big dandelions and other weeds that are starting to take hold, and I think this just might do the trick, so I'm anxious to use it. All right, so that's all I got. I got some gloves and I got a new weeder, and Mark, I know you found a few things.
So if you watch our previous videos, you know that I love peppers, and my favorite is the jalapeno. So I did get just one. So I splurged on this one. This is kind of less economical. I spent $4 for this one start, but I just want to have one pepper going in Corfu to get started, and a tomato. This is a Champion tomato. Actually, it looks like there's two in here, and I've done Champion before. It's a good, reliable heirloom tomato, nice, large, like beefsteak kind of tomato. And so I'll put this in Corfu and get this started as well. But I'll definitely be doing some tomatoes from seeds as well as peppers from seeds. So I got those two plants, were just individual, so I paid a little bit more for these than I normally would. But I do like to have a pepper and tomato going. So I got some broccoli starts. We had planted a full package of these already, and I'll show you some footage. This is where we found out about the bunny. The bunny came through and started nibbling a leaf every night, and then right before the last rainstorm, I came out and the bunny had completely cleaned out all the broccoli.
We had some little heads that were doing really well.
Oh, nice.
I had 3 plants, and Mark had some, and
I had 3, and Sharon had 3, and they're all gone. So I'm going to restart the broccoli, and as I said, we're going to have to put a fence somehow around the broccoli to keep the bunny out. He loves the broccoli. So I've got some broccoli starts. We'll start over on the broccoli. It's not too late. And then I got some bean sprouts. And these are these Kentucky bush? No, they're just Blue Lake bush beans. Now, bush beans are a little different than pole beans. Pole beans are the ones that climb up a pole or anything really, and you'll get lots and lots of beans throughout the season. But these are bush beans, which means they're determinate They'll grow about this high, and each plant will have about 8 or 10 beans, and then they'll stop producing. So you're just going to get one harvest, but we'll get a nice harvest. There should be enough for several servings. I looked in here, we have
14 plants.
14 plants altogether.
In a 6-pack.
In a 6-pack, so that should be enough for a pretty good harvest. I've grown these in the past, and they grow well in containers, so I'll probably put these in containers, not take up room in the raised beds. All right, then our last stop of the day was at another one of our favorite gardening stores, which is called Green Thumb. So I got one more start. I wasn't expecting to get any more starts, but I found a plant I've never grown before. This is an artichoke. And I know that the artichoke capital of the world, I think it's Salinas, California, or Gilroy or something.
Gilroy's garlic.
And so I know that these grow well in warm, dry conditions. And I think these will grow in 2010B, but I've never grown an artichoke before. So I'm going to have to do a deep dive and find out what conditions and it likes and so forth. So that's it for the starts. And then I got, real quick,
you have 3 of them in there, by the way, if you didn't notice.
Yes, and I got a 3-pack of this for $4. So that was a pretty good deal on the artichokes. And then I got my seeds. So I've got, real quick, I'm going to go through these real quick. We've got Tuscan melon, Tuscan cantaloupe. I've got a beefsteak to go with the champion. We've got pumpkin seeds because last year the gophers ate all of our pumpkin seeds. And then peppers, because again, I love peppers. So I've got a cayenne mix and a serrano. And then one that I thought I had grown last year, but it turns out I didn't. So I'm going to try it this year. I've never grown before. And that is the Scotch bonnet. A little bit hotter than those others. But I skipped the habanero this year. I'm not going to do habanero, reapers, or Trinidad scorpions, anything insane like that. Just going to stick with the mild and hotter peppers. And last but not least, I got another of these pop-up, weed pop-up. So this one was $13, but hopefully it's a little bit larger than that. Much larger, actually. And I like how this one works.
That's a full size.
Yeah, that should be a full size. Yeah. Actually, no, it's about the same size. They're both.
All right. Well, that's medium. So we've got small, medium, and the Fiskart is large then.
It is. All right. So let's talk about what you got there at Green Thumb.
Green Thumb. Green Thumb is another place that I love to get the starts. They're always very, very healthy, and they usually have a unique variety of things. What I bought today or yesterday was not anything unique, but they're also very healthy and I want to jump start. I have some lettuce going, but I love the mescune mix, and this was just a very healthy 6-pack, and I'm going to do a couple of different containers and get that going so I can do my cut and come again. So I have those, and then this absolutely amazing 6-pack of peas. I have some peas already going in Provence, but these were just too happy. I couldn't leave them there. And again, $3.99, so less than $1 a plant. And so I'll get those going and get them set up with a trellis so they can climb nicely, and we'll have snap peas before we know it. And the last thing I got was some bare root strawberries, and they just, again, when I see a plant that just looks so happy and healthy, I just have to go for it.
Roots on that.
Yeah, and so these are the bare root strawberries. These are the Chandler variety, which is a June bearing, which means that it's going to, they'll fruit between March and June. All of their fruit will come at one time. They don't fruit throughout the year, but they're also one of the favorite strawberries to grow here in California. They're super sweet and just a really nice, delicious strawberry. So I'm going to get these. I'll do a video when I plant these up. They need to be soaked because they're dormant right now. Well, they're just starting to come back, it looks like, because they've got some greenery. But bare root strawberries are dormant, and then you have to soak them and kind of wake them up and give them some special care. So I'll do a video when I plant these up.
I think that's about it for our haul for today. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. Click the notification button if you want to be notified when new videos are posted.
And if you know somebody who you think might enjoy this video, please feel free to share. And we'd love to know in the comments, what are you doing this year? Are you planting all from seed? Are you going to use starts? Are you doing a combination? And if you're growing strawberries, what's your favorite to grow? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time on Ponderosa Garden Adventures.